Dear global participants, it's my privilege to welcome you for the third International Scientific E-Conference 2016, The Power of Academic Research for Innovation in Practice and Policy. I'd like to thank the management team, organizing committee and steering committee of this conference to give me the opportunity to deliver a keynote on this e-conference on the topic Internet of Things. As the key mission of this Texila e-conference is to be the largest conference provider in the world, and it is now witnessed that the mission is accomplished by budding researchers and senior research fellows who have contributed the research idea as a paper in this conference. So agenda of the keynote is Internet of Things, what is Internet of Things, state of art of IoT, that is Internet of Things, challenges and limitations of IoT and future of IoT. So IoT, that is Internet of Things, what it is? It's a communication between the things to things to a person, a machine to a machine. So infrastructure, it is involved in internet and intranet and paradigm shift. The applications involve tracking, monitoring, control and prevention. Tracking in the sense that a ship can be tracked or cargo can be tracked, whereas the monitoring can be of health wise, that is monitoring or household things. And the control, it can be of either a transmission kind of thing, or it can be tracked with the energy certain things. And then prevention, and then there are benefits as well in the IoTs, like energy usages can be tracked with the efficient health and cities, sustainable cities, and then cost. When there are advantages, there will be a certain disadvantages. That is said to be the dangers and the issues. The dangers are said to be the hacking and then effectiveness and the dependency. The issues are the legal, the need for standards, and then security and the privacy. These are the issues. So when we take the history of the IoT, that is in 1990s, the people are run behind the Internet of People, and number of users as millions. When in 2000, it is the trend has changed to Internet of Things instead of Internet of People. That is, the users it is about billions rather than millions. In 2020, the numbers are expected to increase. So what is Internet of Things? That is the history. In 1997, the Internet of Things is the seventh in the series of ITU, that is International Telecommunication Union Internet reports, originally launched in 1997 under the title Challenges of the Network. In 1999, Auto ID Center found in MIT. In 2003, EBC, the global founded in MIT. And then in 2005, 4 important technologies of the Internet of Things was submitted in the World Summit of the Information Security Society. In 2008, the first international conference of the Internet of Things, that is the IoT 2008, was held in Zurich. The definition, what is the Internet of Things? The Internet of Things are also called the Internet of Objects, refers to a wireless network between objects. Usually the network will be the wireless and self-configuring and such as household applications. Deliver of Internet of Connectivity, that can be referred with greater range with the least power consumption. When the satellites, that will be of greater range. When compared to satellite, the next level is cellular and next level is Wi-Fi and next is Bluetooth and Zigbee and ANT. These are said to be wider range when compared to satellite, cellular and Wi-Fi. But other sense, it will be take the most power consumption. So what is Internet of Things? From any time, any place connectivity, or anyone will now have the connectivity for anything. This is said to be the Internet of Things. That is any time connection in the terms that outdoor and indoor, night, daytime, anytime connection can be connected. Any place connection. On the move, that is outdoors, indoors, at the PCs, that can be connected. Any time connection, it does sense that between the PCs, human to human, human to things, and human to things. So IoT perspective, that is, it is expected to have the growth of 7.6 billions in 2020, and the devices will be about 50 billion devices. So literally it started with in 2003 the users is 5,000 million, and it is about to have 50,000 million. So why Internet of Things? Yes, dynamic control of the industry and daily life, improve the resource utilization ratio, better relationship between the human and nature, forming an intellectual entity between the human society and physical system. So business perspective of IoT. The driver of this connectivity is essential that decide to add value to products or services. Example, $1,000 handset turns to $6,000 smart devices connected to internet. This is an expected numbers in the handset. So IoT value chain, there are certain products we are using in IoT, that is radios, sensors, microcontrollers, modules, platform software, application software, device, airtime, services. So these are the products with the respective description we have, that is the radios, chips that are provided connectivity based on the various radio protocols. Sensors, chips that can be measured the various environment, electrical variables, and microcontrollers are processors, storages that allow the low-cost intelligent on a chip. Modules, combined radios, sensors, microcontrollers in single package. Platform software that activates, monitors, analyze and device networks. Application software presents the information, the usable, analyzable format for the end users. Devices, integrates the module with the application software into a useful software factor. Airtime, used of licensed or unlicensed spectrum for the communication. Services, deploying, managing and supporting the IoT solution. So vertical market solution, that is biosensor taken by the people, equipment in the public places, virtual environment, houses, transportation vehicle and regional offices. These are the vertical market solutions for IoT. The looming opportunity of Internet of Things is consumer, retail, medical, military, industrial, automotive, environmental and agriculture. In the consumer, it can be of smart home control system, that is lighting, security, comfort, optimized energy user and maintenance. Retail, product tracking, inventory control and focused on marketing. Medical, it is wearable devices like RFID tags, implanted devices or telehealth services. Military, resource allocation, trust analysis, troop monitoring. Industrial, smart meters, warehouse sensors, manufacturing control and climate control. Automotive, parking, traffic flow, anti-theft locations. In environment, we can have the tracking of species, weather protection and then resource management. In agriculture, it can be of crop management and soil analysis. For instance, in the application of IoT, the scenario of intelligent home, it can be tracked with lights, speakers, window shades, laptops, TVs, tablets, spa, thermostat, smoke alarm, lighting, refrigerator, speakers, TVs, etc. with the garage of door. So all these can be tracked and it can be censored by an IoT. In the case of shopping, when we are entering into a door, so scanners will identify the tags of our clothing, and then when the shopping in the market, the goods will introduce themselves. When we moving the goods, the reader will tell to the staff to put a new one, and then when paying for the goods, the microchip for the credit card will be noticed. So how this is happening? This is happening by enabling technologies, that is RFID, sensor, smart tech and nanotech. RFID to identify the track and data of the things. Sensors to collect and process the data, detect the changes in the physical things. Smart tech to enhance the network by dissolving processing capabilities of the network. Nanotech to make the smaller and smaller things have to be ability to connect and then to the network. So sensor technology, ability to detect changes in the physical status of the thing is essential for recording changes in the environment. Wireless sensor technology play a vital role in bridging the gap between the physical and virtual worlds and enabling things to respond changes in their physical environment. Sensors collect the data from the environment and generating the information and raising the awareness about the context. Sensor market includes micro electromechanical systems, base sensors, optical sensors, gesture sensors, proximity sensors, touch sensors and finger sensors and more. The challenges of IoT, that is Internet of Things: legal, regulatory, technical control, social, ethical and market self-regulation. The total challenges of IoT is technological standardization in the most areas are still remain fragmented. Managing and fostering a rapid innovation is a challenge for governments. Privacy and security, absence of governance, and vulnerability of Internet Act. So the solution for the main challenges to provide real law and cyber law. The lack of legal instruments such as privacy, intellectual property rights, security, and data protection. So future of IoT should be considered in the terms of size, space, and criticism. So with IoT, you don't need to go online because environment is already serving you. If we don't need to be online, then IoT will eliminate the internet online. The open discussion for this IoT is a technical, economic, development, and socio-cultural, legal, and human rights. Open discussion on IoT, that is Internet of Things. New issues can be discussed on the debate, that is a technical, economic, development, socio-cultural, legal, human rights. These are the topics are open to discuss further on their research. My best wishes for the participants for their presentation on 3rd International Scientific E-Conference 2016, the power of academic research for innovation in practice and policy. Best wishes for the researchers and their innovative ideas on this juncture. Thank you.